Hello, good evening, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name, as always, is Harley, and I'm the host of the Time Out podcast. And I'm joined alongside me with the only girl we could find, Laura McRedmond, and also the first studio guest we have ever had on the Time Out podcast, the pride of MON, KST, OWN at CBC, Mr. Dara Keenan.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What were those
Hello.
letters?
MON, KST,
Yeah.
OWN at CBC.
That's how you spell it.
So CBC.
Yeah, but why
See-
would you just...
You
Okay.
English.
What?
Alright.
I English phenomenal. I spell what I want to speak.
Okay.
So, coming up on this week's show, we have
we're talking
we're
about
talking-
the TOY show.
we're talking about the Late Late Toy Show
Oh.
and also the legalization of marijuana.
No, I can't.
Let's
spell
not
No.
it.
spell
I'm not gonna spell
everything.
it, no.
Of the Mary Jane.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we hope you enjoy. Please stick around. And
Well,
yeah, let's
you
get
have to.
let's get straight into it.
So the toy show.
So the toy show is on.
I think it was the best year.
Really?
This was my favourite year. Bosco was in it.
It's selfies with Bosco.
The
But
second Ryan came over and I just heard, Ryan, will you let me out? My mum cried.
Beautiful.
we didn't get a a John Joe the horologist moment.
Yeah, or we didn't get a Ian Crack, Neil.
That's
Remember
a
that
once
kid?
in a lifetime moment, though.
The kid who, I
No.
think we asked him if there was any crack, like Ian Crack. And the kid just looked at him and went, Neil. And then just kept
I have
driving
no
in his little
recollection
toy
of
tractor.
this.
It was amazing.
Oh my god, I do remember that.
And
Maybe
the
that's
guy
what
who
it
wanted to be a fashion designer.
Oh yeah.
And
I do not remember
I
that.
love
Oh,
these
he
guys.
was-
Yeah,
He
there
was-
was no hilarious kid this year though.
he was very.
No,
Hello.
there was the kid at the book review thing, and
Oh.
he went to the girl. What was it?
The girl was a little.
Oh, she was so funny.
The
she was
older
like,
girl was a bitch.
She was the little girl, and he was like, "So, what did the two boys who sit beside you like?"
Yeah, she just didn't reply.
It was so funny.
But the 12-year-old girl who was there, who was reviewing
11.
books, 11-year-old.
Was she
Oh, I'm very sorry.
Oh.
The
I
11
don't know why I
Harry,
remember that, but
God.
she was definitely 11.
the 11-year-old girl just pissed me off so much.
Really?
She was just
Why?
way too cocky. She was my least favorite thing about it. I was watching it and I was like, oh.
Harry Lee
It's
giving
very-
out about someone
Oh
being
my
too
God.
cocky. Can we
Whoa.
just address the irony and the
Ladies
hypocrisy
and
of
gentlemen,
this?
this is some moment in history.
Harry hates it when people
This
are too
should
cocky.
get us 1 million listeners.
As a
easily.
modest person himself.
I-
Right?
I am the most modest of all the people.
I am the most modest and attractive.
Oh,
Can
no.
I just say?
Oh.
YouTube sensation presenter Harry. It is now.
I am obviously your presenter,
the
because
you-
who else would do it?
The YouTube sensation is irony, and also I'm the producer of this show, so I think I should get to host it.
Okay, let's not do this. This is getting
Tomorrow-
awful.
We had the same
Of
problem
course you
last
can
week.
host it, Harry.
We had this exact same problem last week.
Okay, yeah, but I think she was just cocky out of nervousness.
No, I think she was just like, oh, I got onto the TV.
No, I think she was just nervous.
You know what was
Actually.
what was notably missing from this year's show?
What?
The Stripes or Cathal Taylor.
Carl Taylor.
Carl Taylor.
What's the point
Because
of a
he's
toy
been
show?
there every year, hasn't he?
No, he was there 2 years ago.
I know that.
He got
I know
a
that.
start there.
He was very good. He was
And the
really
Stripes
good.
got their start there. They played the Beatles, and now they're doing well.
I'm not familiar with them at all.
The Stripes, they're kind of like 16-year-old Beatles.
Mm.
Ah, yeah, no, they're pretty good. They're all from Cavan.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah,
Cabin.
but they tour
Yeah.
They tour a lot. They played Glastonbury this year.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
So like they're
No.
proper.
No, like they're a proper band.
They're not
They
like
toured
Irish
Glastonbury.
famous. They're Irish. They're
No,
like
they're
famous.
like.
They're like Jedward things.
I'd say Jedward are a bit more famous just for the Eurovision.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, fair enough.
Jedward were at the American Music Awards. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah,
Who let them
Why?
in? Like, did they buy tickets? Is that how they got in? Like,
I have
There's
no
lots of
idea.
people were
They
there.
realised it was music awards. Like,
Yeah.
That requires you to be good at music.
Oh, be careful. A girl, Emily, who wants to come on the podcast is pretty much married to them. So be careful what you say.
I think I mean.
oh really? Okay.
But yeah, no. This year's toy show was good. It was just nothing incredible. I
Bosco's appearance. I cried. My mum cried.
you seem to cry a lot.
I do
You
cry
do
a
a
lot.
lot
I
of
cry
crying.
all the time.
Did you cry when Robbie Keane came on?
Oh,
A little bit, yeah.
he was so
Oh my
great.
God.
That's just, I just
was
love
beautiful.
things like that when, oh, it was so cute. The kid almost died.
Oh yeah, he did.
Did you see his face when Robbie Keane said, "Let's bring David Beckham out"?
Yeah.
His eyes lit up and he looked
And then
across.
it's just like, no.
Because
No,
RT
no.
could definitely get
If
David.
David Blaine appeared,
Well, I don't
David,
know, they
Be-
got
David
Colin
Beckham,
David.
if David Beckham appeared,
Plain.
If
Actually,
David-
funny story about David Beckham, isn't there, Harry? in computer class.
No, we're not getting into this.
ECDL.
We're not getting into this.
He clicked on. He was looking up the David Beckham website, as
Okay.
you do, and clicked on the first result in Google. And suddenly the teacher came over, so we had to minimise it. So he didn't get into the website instantly.
Yeah.
Because we were
So
doing
I
a
didn't-
test.
I didn't see it load.
He didn't see it load. And we were doing a test, and eventually his test kind of messed up a small bit, and the teacher had to come over and fix it. So he had to X out of the test. But when he X out of the test, the internet page came up with David Beckham's website, and David Beckham's homepage picture is a massive picture of just him topless. So that's all you can see.
It was just David
Harry.
Beckham in underwear, and
was-
everyone saw.
Everyone just turned around, and it was one of the
And I
best
was
moments
looking
ever.
at hair. I was looking for hair and for his H&M line.
What? That doesn't help.
Oh
it
no,
doesn't
because I
matter.
wasn't like, oh man, I want to see David Beckham in his underwear. I was like, oh, this is gonna be.
Okay.
It's just gonna be his clothes,
Okay, yeah. fair
and it was.
That was a funny
Oh, it
moment.
was so brilliant. It was. If it was anyone else, I would never have
hilarious.
let it go.
Mm.
But
No, I'm not
back,
letting it go.
back to the toy show, please.
The toy show.
But,
yeah.
do you
Sorry.
know-
Sorry.
Toy show.
Quick tangent.
When Ryan was saying to the kid, like, do you like playing football in real life or in games? And then the kid was like, games, and everyone was kind of like, wow, okay. It was just painfully awkward, because then they just had Roy Keane come out. And,
Robin.
I can perfectly imagine what he looks like in like 10 years. The kid.
That kid.
The kid, yeah.
Chief Wiggum.
Ralph Wiggum first. Oh.
I stole that joke.
Did
Jordan
you?
told it to me yesterday. Yeah, he was like, "Remember that kid who looked like Ralph Wiggum?" And I immediately knew who he was
God,
talking about.
Harry. Stealing jokes off people.
I didn't steal the joke.
God, Harry.
Harry, what the
Harry,
hell?
what are you doing?
The, you know, I was just a bit disappointed. The kid who was doing oh my god, the cars, like the bikes and the cars.
Oh,
That is one of
beautiful.
my favourite
Do you know
parts.
what I noticed?
Every year.
All the obnoxious cars are all kids from Dublin. And then
Like-
it's like, and from Mayo, and a kid comes out on a scooter, and then it's like Dublin,
Yeah,
and a
good
kid
point.
comes out in a BMW. Like, what's
Like
that?
someone
it's
in a
so
black Audi just
embarrassing.
driving
Yeah,
across.
it's all the kids from Dublin.
And here's
Adults.
Jason from Dublin. And here's Mark from the country and a lovely green tractor.
The one tractor this year was pink. I was very upset.
One of the kids
God,
forgot
this
where
is
he
stressful.
was. He kind of just rode out and he was like, "Where's Mum?" And I heard randomly just being like, "Oh, she's over there. Just drive there. Just drive there."
Yeah, I can imagine someone just being on the other stage and so like just pushing them out and someone ready to catch them in like a net or something.
It'd be so weird.
That's my favourite part. It's a parade.
Yeah,
though.
it's my favourite part as
amazing.
well. It's so great. Because it's always really young kids. Oh, that sounds so wrong. That sounds so wrong.
Well,
I said it's my favourite part because it's always really young kids.
no, but like they're really
Oh
cute.
my
Like
God.
it's the cute ones.
yeah,
not
no,
the
and
annoying
also they have
10-year-olds.
no idea where they are.
Yeah,
I suppose.
their faces
They're
when they
all-
come out,
they're
and they have
pretty
no
obvious.
idea what's happening. I need to be in that audience.
They
They got so.
everything.
Oh my
It was
god!
really funny.
Yes,
They got so
every-
much stuff.
Like I don't remember them ever getting
No.
that much.
Did
That
they get
was
a phone?
insane. They got a
camera.
tablet, didn't they?
They got a tablet.
Did they get a camera? I think they got a camera.
Yeah, they got a
They got
camera.
a camera, definitely.
I remember the past few years it's been quite low.
Yeah,
compared to
no,
what it
they
used to be.
definitely.
And as well, people always freak out. Even I remember I wasn't at the toy show, but it was some show I was watching with my mum, and everyone in the audience got a free walk,
Oh.
and everybody freaked out.
Like
For a
cooking
walk.
walk.
Yeah, like a cooking stir fry.
Oh my god.
That's so
And
great.
everybody went insane, and I was like, "Wow, do you really care that much?"
Are you ever in Dunn's and you hear the announcement? It's like, come to a specific aisle to receive a free gift, and
No, I've
they
never
give
heard
it to you
that.
and it's like a cheese grater, and they're
What a great prize!
and they're
Yes.
and they're showing off a knife set, a cutting set. They're showing off a knife set. And so they're just like, here's a cheese grater because you came. Now please buy our things. And it's
So you
really
just
good.
leave with the grid.
Yeah, whenever I was there with my mum, they called it out. I was like, "Mum, free stuff, let's go."
Yeah, no, I remember in like second year we were in House and Fraser. I was with House of Fraser with
House
like
and Finn.
House of Fraser in Dundrum with people, and they made an announcement like there's free knives or something like
They
a
did
knife
have quite
set.
a bit there.
So we ran second years for this free knife set, but we didn't. You had to buy it,
Oh, okay.
and it came with an extra free knife, so we didn't. But like something for nothing is the best thing ever.
I got called out for taking free stuff recently. I was at the UCD Open Day, and there was this like a sociology booth, and they had chocolates in the front,
Of course,
free chocolates.
Of course.
And I was going over it, and like every few minutes, and just taking one. And I'd walk off, and then I'd reach around in again and take a few more.
Hide under the
Yeah.
table, a hand snakes
No,
up.
but a friend of mine then went up. He was actually interested in sociology, and he was talking to them, and he asked them why they had the free chocolates, and he said, "Oh yeah, we're just doing a sociology experiment while we're here. Like, for example, there's people like you who don't take the chocolates, and then there's scabby bastards like this guy over here. He just points at me as my hand is in the can. It's like, oh no."
Oh my god.
And I thought I was being sneaky. I thought he hadn't seen me.
Dara is famous for stealing chocolate. Specifically, chocolate digestives.
No, I didn't steal any of them.
After
if they're free, it's not stealing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I remember after one of our debates,
Okay,
which we won a trophy for.
Oh yeah, great.
Yes. No. After the debate, Dara went up, and they were like, "Oh, there's refreshments in the back." Dara left, and within about 5 seconds, he came back with his pockets lined with digestives.
That's not true. You don't put digestives in your pocket because the chocolate melts.
Here we
go. Here we go.
I do speak from experience here. I have many a time.
Oh, chocolate melting in your pockets is the worst thing ever.
But see, every time there's an opportunity to get some free food, you have to. Like at yours, and just like at random parties.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, you'll notice there are sweets left over, and people are going home.
Exactly.
Well, you don't want to leave the host with too much, so you help yourself.
We'll get back to the toy show in a moment, but when I had a party, I think I had 10 pizzas.
Okay.
And, oh my god, people were savages. It was like watching the Hunger Games.
Nice.
I was...
It was ridiculous. And Andrew, who was on the podcast last week,
Was he?
He was. In case you didn't listen to it.
No,
yes, that's good. That's good. Andrew's replacement. Andrew was in one of the rooms, and then he heard someone say, "There's pizza," and he asked the two people who were next to him. He was like, "Oh, do you guys want pizza?" And they said no. And he was like, "Okay." Okay, and then he came out and he was like, "I need to get pizza for these two people as well." And just ate it himself. He had at least an entire pizza to himself.
The popcorn.
A girl in my year had a gaff a while ago, like last year, and then there was pizza, and Carmen basically wrapped them up in cling film, like took them, then took out a sheet of cling film, wrapped them up, and put her in her bag.
What party were we at? We were at some party, it wasn't. I'll keep my judgments to this in my head. But one of our friends, he ended up stealing. Oh wait, this was my party. So
great memory there.
Someone stole like 10 cans of 7-Up as they were leaving. They just was
me and Hannah Scully.
That was you and Hannah Scully. Yeah.
We put them in her bag.
Yeah, and I was like,
and the Rolos.
And the Rolos, yeah. Oh, I was a good host. So anyway, I feel like we're getting sidetracked too much too early. The toy show.
We are.
Okay.
The toy
what
show.
else was there? So there was Robbie Keane. There was.
Hey, Darth Vader came on again.
What was that?
It was very disappointing.
I'm not 100% sure.
No, who were those? Like, what was happening?
I think it was a throwback to like.
Well, but like they just came on for.
They came on, gave him a sheet, but they did have a Wookiee. And the Wookiee was massive. It was like 8 foot tall.
I think it was a throwback.
Playing with Ryan, making him jump for the sheet.
Wasn't it beautiful? Was it a throwback to when Pat Kenny came on in the Darth Vader suit?
I have no idea. Pat Kenny was shit at the show.
And,
Ryan Tuberty is phenomenal at the toy show.
He's good with the kids, like I think.
He was good with the kids this year.
He's always good with the kids. I think Ryan Tuberty is the best.
Get your mind out of the gutters, Harry. Okay.
No, I feel like
I saw that smile on your face.
No, but I feel like if it was me, like doing the toy show or something, I'd be so impatient. Like the toy would break, and I'd be like, "You're useless. Get away from me."
Ryan Tuberty just seems like a really nice dad, and Pat Kenny just seems like a.
Don't say it.
Okay, so Ryan Tuberty
moving
was
swiftly
really
off.
great.
You know what? What else happened this year? There was nothing stand out.
Yeah, there was. It was. I think it was one of the best toy shows, but there was still nothing that really.
We're probably missing something obvious.
Did they have a PS4 on at one point? Were they playing FIFA?
They might.
I can't remember.
I don't know. I wasn't paying that much attention.
You know, it was towards the first half I paid attention, and then the second half I just kind of wanted to go to bed, but I didn't want to miss it.
The second half I saw a lot more of.
Yeah.
Was there a PS4, Harry?
I think there was. I think the guy who met Robbie Keane, I think, was.
Oh, makes sense actually.
Who?
Yeah. Oh, he was. He was playing FIFA 14. He was Galaxy against Ireland.
Yeah, I remember my favourite moment from the podcast: the cocky asshole who couldn't break the wood.
Podcast, yeah.
Of the toy show.
The Karate Kid.
Oh, that was so funny.
That
was
brilliant.
So, yeah, that was meant to happen.
He was wearing the glasses to look cool. He wasn't cool. And
you're so mean. He was like 7 years old.
I don't like kids. I thought we had established this.
Yeah, but
kids like that. Kids who like to think they're cool.
Shut up.
Yeah, he hates cocky people.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that's it,
obviously
yeah.
established already.
I hate quiffs and cocky people. But yeah, no, that kid was so annoying. But,
Yeah, but-
the 2 tries, and
You
I
felt sorry for
I
him.
wanted him to do it, and then Ryan totally did it with ease.
Ryan Tuberty's a grown man. This is
That's
a
a good point,
7-year-old.
yeah.
Yeah, but he's a skinny weed. Like Ryan,
Whoa.
He is. He's tiny.
Ryan Tuberty is really tall, but he's skinnier than me.
No one is skinnier than
no, he's
No,
probably
it's-
not.
Yeah, no.
But he is.
He's
lanky.
still really.
He's
He's
very
very
lanky.
lanky. I love Ryan Tuberty so much.
You do. I know you do. We can see the
you can
twinkle
see it.
in your eye. As
He knows my name.
Does he?
Anytime I see him, he's
I
like,
bet
"Hey,
he
Harry."
is.
Yeah,
That's not how
That's-
he
that's-
sounds.
That's not
he's
what
already
Ryan
bad
sounds
Bane
like.
he
impression.
sounds like a midpoint of Sean Connery in Bane. Let me live.
No, he doesn't.
Not in real life.
my-
Your impression.
In my head, he does.
That would be the best voice ever.
I can't even. I don't even want to try.
That was just a terrible Bane.
No, don't.
No, okay, fine. Whatever. Ryan Tuberty is. Oh, he's just such a great guy.
Harry's got a little crush.
Fangirling over Ryan Tuberty.
The one thing that always amazes me about the toy show is the set. The set is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
It is actually.
Pretty
I
amazing,
haven't
yeah.
really not thought of that before.
Because they have to make it in a week.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because the Late
You
Late
have the
Show.
Late Late Show on Friday, and then next
Oh.
Friday you have this.
Wow. It's pretty impressive. And then they'd have to take it down. That would be the most depressing thing. Oh, is this happening now, guys?
I'm tone deaf, so that's why I'm against
God, let's
The,
not sing this. But like, it'd be so depressing taking that apart.
How great would it be if they got Four Puffs on the piano as the Late Late Show band?
What?
Four Puffs on the piano?
Oh
Jonathan Ross
What?
show?
Ah.
I know the Jonathan Ross. Blah, 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 blah. I know the Jonathan Ross show. Got that right this time. But I don't know the band you're talking about.
No,
Oh, they're
neither.
the Jonathan Ross band.
Oh, the Jonathan Ross band!
okay.
Hey,
There you
obviously.
go.
I hate you guys so much.
But why are they particularly...
They're just really funny.
Oh, they're funny.
Okay, fine, I won't even try. I like the Late Late Show band anyway.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
They do good music.
They do.
they do. But they have to, that's why they're on it.
Yeah. There's a contest every year to see who gets to
Go for
ma-
Lapland.
obviously that
I
as
remember
well.
that, yeah.
But who gets to make the Ryan Tuberty Christmas
Jumper.
jumper?
Oh yeah, it was a nice jumper this year.
I thought it was
liked
just going to be like a pennies jumper.
No,
Oh.
It was a good jumper though.
on my dad's
They're
radio
not
show
bad.
last year, they had the 2 candidates, and we actually have jumpers from it. They're in one of my YouTube videos. They're in the HTL Christmas special.
Of course they-
That's right. There was a HTL Christmas special.
Are
I-
we going to do a Christmas special for this?
Hell yeah!
Alright.
We're gonna do a
Yay.
Christmas and a New Year's episode.
A New Year's episode.
We won't record either.
Live from
Live.
New York.
We won't do either of them on the night. Oh, I hope Saturday is Christmas.
Then we have to do
Then we have
a
to.
live
do.
podcast in
Yeah.
New York.
There is
oh Jesus!
they
All 10 listeners.
all of you who don't get
Right
this,
on.
which is all the rest of you who aren't us 3. I have this obsession with Saturday Night Live SNL.
It really does.
And I just want to open the show. I don't even want to be on the show. I just want to do the opening for the show and say, live from New York, it's Saturday night!
That
And
could
then,
be arranged.
and then I can go.
We can just
Andrew,
send
we can
you-
get Andrew to replace you if you'd like. Like, we could do that.
Then-
I think that's a good idea. If you think that's a good idea, tell us. and
I
we'll
like how
arrange
there's
it.
already mutiny.
I don't care if they think it's a good idea. It's
happening.
happening. I'm sorry.
What if this gets so big that we all try to oust each other like they've done on Twitter and
Hey,
Facebook,
that
and we'll get the Social Network, but the Time Out podcast, the movie.
Tries to ice what?
Oust each other,
Can Leonardo DiCaprio play me?
You know, he can play me.
Damn. It's okay. He won't win an Oscar for that.
If he doesn't,
He
win,
will win an Oscar.
if he doesn't win an Oscar this year for The Bull of Wall Street, or The Wolf of Wall Street, I'm
The
gonna be
wall.
All of Wall Street.
The
You said?
Wolf.
The ball of Wall
Ball of
Street.
Wall
I
Street.
said the
The ball
ball.
of Wall.
The Wolf of Wall Street. I'll be disappointed.
I think he'll be more disappointed, Harry.
This is a small.
Has
bit.
he ever been nominated?
Yes, he's been nominated, but
Yeah, he's been nominated a
Yeah.
good few times.
he's never won though. That's
Yeah.
the big thing.
Well, at least he got
quite
close.
funny.
I thought he never even. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Alright,
No,
okay,
no,
so
whoa,
that's what
okay.
we thought
can
of the
keep going.
toy
Yeah,
show.
That's
Leonardo
And-
DiCaprio not winning an
That's
Oscar. That's
which
where you-
offends me.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.